want to recap what I told you this morning. Between 5 and 6 a.m., SAPD received a call from a passerby who reported a vehicle was on fire in the 500 block of Richland Hill Drives behind a warehouse. Officers and firefighters responded to the scene, and once the fire was extinguished, we can now positively confirm that 2 children were found deceased inside of the vehicle. Right now, we believe those children are 7 and 5 years of age. The medical examiner will make the official positive identification. The suspect is 34-year-old Marlene Vidal from Edinburg, Texas, who has stated that she is the mother of the children. She does have family connections here in San Antonio. At this stage of the investigation, we have statements made by the suspect, along with surveillance video and evidence from the scene that indicate she was solely responsible for the death of these 2 children. She has been charged with capital murder. Right now, investigators are continuing to validate the information she provided and are in the process of contacting and interviewing family members and others connected to the case. We don't yet have a clear motive. However, there are indications that mental health issues may have played a role. That is something investigators are working hard to better understand. I know you're going to have questions about the specific details, where the children were positioned inside of the vehicle, what may have been used to start the fire, and other forensic aspects of the case. I'm not going to be able to answer all of those questions yet because this is still a very active and ongoing investigation. What I can tell you is that there has been an arrest, and now the focus will shift on the extensive investigative work that is needed to ensure that we provide the strongest possible case to the district attorney's office. These cases are incredibly difficult, and no matter how long you've been doing the job, scenes involving children are never easy. The emotional toll is significant, not only for the first responders and investigators, but for our entire community. And I know our community is going to be hurting right now. Everyone's going to want to know why something like this happened. And unfortunately, the why is sometimes the hardest question to answer. So what I'll commit to you now is that we're going to continue working to find the truth, seek justice for these children, and support everyone affected by this tragedy. And I'll take a few questions if anything I said needs to be clarified, but I won't be able to provide any additional information other than what I've said so far.
What's the gender of the children?
I'm not ready to release that. I don't yet know. We're going to rely on the medical examiner for all of that information.
What was the suspect and the children? What were they doing in San Antonio?
Don't know.
Sir, earlier we said there was 3 children possibly, so some confirm it's only 2 children?
Yeah, only 2. We've confirmed that. I know there was a question earlier about the fire department going back to make the scene. They helped us to kind of take apart the car a little bit to make it easier for us to get in there and look around.
What were the statements? I know y'all talked about before you took her into custody. Can you just kind of maybe generally talk to us about the statements that made the police officers aware enough to take her in?
So generally, she just indicated that we were, that she was the one that we would be looking for.
And this is the same woman that was on the scene, the 34-year-old woman that was there?
Yes.
And was this, she made the 911 call as well?
I haven't been able to confirm that. I know that for sure that the passerby made a 911 call. I don't have the information about whether or not she actually called or what was said during that call. So that's something we're still working on.
What was said for you all to believe that this is a case of mental health issues, or she had a mental episode, or did she have a history with this?
Yeah, I won't get into any more of those details again. I just wanted to give you some context about what led us to make the arrest, but all of that is going to be part of the larger investigative focus.
Just reminder details, what was the make and model of the vehicle? Was
It was a white Hyundai. I don't remember the exact model, but it's a small white Hyundai.
Was any evidence gathered to help in this investigation for it now being capital murder?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Was anything gathered to tie this for capital murder for this entire situation, for evidence with this?
Well, I mean, it meets the statute. We've got two children. So that's a capital murder charge. And so again, based on what I told you earlier, some of the statements she made, some video that we found at the scene, and other forensic evidence.
Do you know how the car ended up there? Were they like staying nearby, or?
We don't know any of that right now. And again, everything I told you is what I know. I think the next update that we'll expect to receive, hopefully, is going to be from the medical examiner's office with some positive identification to give us the actual names and genders. But that's really all I know right now. This is very active. She has been transported. She is being booked, and I anticipate that that's the information that she'll be able to get next from, ultimately from the sheriff's office.
Can you give us her demeanor when she did give you a partial confession or give you more information? Can you talk to us about how she was? Was she emotional? Was she cooperative? Right, her demeanor in general with the detectives?
No, I can't comment on that at all. I did know that she did speak to the detectives, so you know, kind of specifically what was said or what her demeanor was like, we won't get into that right now, unfortunately. Thank you.
The two children and the female, you're confirming they're from Edinburg.
I know the woman is from Edinburg. Again, we're trying to get more information on the children.
Anything on the father?
I don't have any information yet, but that's part of our investigation. We're going to be interviewing other family members and other folks that might be connected to this case.
Just real quick, the two children, their ages one more time.
5, we believe they are 5 and 7 years old. Ultimately, that is going to be up to the medical examiner to give us the positive confirmation on all that. So,
Thank you, sir.
okay, thank you all. I appreciate you.
Can you spell the woman's name?
Do you have a mugshot of her?
We don't.
Just the name.
Yeah, Marlene, Marlene, Vidal, Vidal, 34 years old.
V-I-D-A-L?
Yes, ma'am.